Hello. Hey guys. Well, it's Becca. I just wanted to come on here and talk about a few of the things that have been going on lately. Since the last time I posted. We still obviously have the siren going on. I'm not really sure exactly when they're supposed to hit full power on that. I do know that they had to shut it down temporarily. As in temporarily, I mean just for a few minutes during the day. And then what they found was not something that they wanted released, but it did get released anyway. Something, something, I think that's funny. Anyway, something or some demon got caught in the 17-mile tube underneath ground that goes through Switzerland and France. And they are saying that it is not hurtful to the project, not going to hinder the project. So they don't know what it is. They are calling it an unidentified lying object, not dying, or not flying, dying, not flying, but lying object. Anyway, they put it back up and running, and they're going full force again. Here we are, trying to take down the veil that God has put up to separate us from whatever's out there. So in my opinion, if there was a reason for a veil, and we all know it was to keep out the fallen angels and the pits of hell and, all those things that none of us really want to face. So here our scientists are saying to themselves, literally what was said and this is not just my opinion, this is literally what was said by more than one of them on a panel and in some interviews. They said, we don't know what's going to come through, but we're going to go ahead and do it anyway. These are supposed to be a compilation of some of the most brilliant, the most brilliant minds in the entire world. And the only excuse they can give us for opening the pits of hell is that they don't know what's going to come through, but they're going to do it anyway. In the name of science, okay, anyway, moving on. The next piece of information is they are predicting a massive earthquake on the west coast of the United States. Now, I'm not qualified to say whether or not earthquakes are predictable that far out or not. But seems a little fishy to me. Okay, so we still have all of the Jade Helm 15 and Agenda 21 issues going around. Also, we have the Pope visiting in September. What else is happening in September? The fourth of the 4 blood moons happens to fall on the Jewish holiday, so a little strange, coincidental. I don't know. I tend to think not. God has a, sometimes a sense of humor and has a nice way of setting things in, nice set motion. We also have that planet, Narubu. I'm not real sure of the pronunciation. I always get it wrong. But anyway, that is also supposed to enter our solar system. Whether it makes the impact or not, they are refusing to say. Now, this is from many Eastern countries, Europe, Russia, all of their astronauts and astronomers or whatever said that if you won't tell, because it's supposed to hit in the Atlantic Ocean, and they said that if you won't tell your country, then we will. So there's our first clue, guys. Not that we didn't needed a clue that our government was hiding things from us. That was pretty obvious from the get-go. Thank you, Mr. Obama, by the way. Also, Yellowstone. They are also saying that the massive supervolcano that lies underneath Yellowstone has now become partially active. It is steaming up and roaring slightly, as it may not, be a full force line, but it's definitely trying to roar as a cub, which doesn't speed well for, the future of most of the United States. Because let's be honest, I live in East Tennessee, and it might take, I don't know how long. I mean, like I said, I'm not an expert. I'm not going to claim to be. But it could take days for that ash cloud to hit here. But it will eventually hit here. Good news is, things like that happen before it is God's timing, and He will intervene. So I'm not worried. I'm not really worried about any of this. You know what I mean? Because I know where I'm going when I die. If they want to send me to a FEMA camp or send me to a guillotine, bring it on. You know what? If the worst you can do to me is torture me and kill me, granted, I'm not looking forward to it. I mean, who would? But I got somebody looking out for me. You know, and I'm not agging that on. I'm not. And I'm not making a joke of it. I'm not making light of it. All of this stuff is serious stuff to talk about, guys. We really need to be praying about it. There's so much. And the whole point of this particular video was just to link together all of the rumors and things that were happening. Oh, and by the way, I'm not exactly sure the country is. I really should have done more research before doing this video, but it just kind of was, I felt the timing was right. And I just kind of, I like to do my videos kind of spur of the moment. I don't like it to be dialogued. I just kind of like to talk to you guys. But overseas, in more than a few places, if I'm not mistaken, it was 3 different places. The ocean, there was a lake, an ocean front, and somewhere else, if I'm not mistaken. The water turned blood red. Blood red. Where have we read that before? Oh, come on, guys. I mean, how many more signs do you need to get before you understand that we are not crazy Bible thumpers? I'm not trying to shove my religion down anybody's throat, but I am trying to tell you, it is time to choose. If you have been straddling the fence, it is time to choose. Because and I'm going to give a shout out for this quote to Brother Mike here on YouTube. If you see this, Brother Mike, I watch your videos, and thank you for this tidbit from your vision. He was given a vision from God one night in his bathroom when he was praying, and God told him that time was short, and we knew that. But He also told him, He asked him, He said, Mike, do you know how thin a butter knife is? And he said, yes, Lord, I know how thin a butter knife is. And the Lord said, that's how much time we got. That's how much time is left before I come for my church. Not the width. I mean, not the length, but the width. I mean, and he also added, that is not, you know, that's in earthly time, but spiritual time, it's much less than that, guys. There is no more time to straddle the fence. If you want to walk this earth through the tribulation, the worst of the tribulation, with the demons and the Antichrist and the nuclear bombs and all of that, just for your sake of not wanting to admit that you might have been wrong, or humble yourself before God, or I'm not trying to be judgmental, guys. I love every single person out there, saved, unsaved, Buddhist, black, white, purple, yellow. I don't care. I am the least racist person you will ever find. I love everybody. I'm a Christian, and I have not, you know, and I'm not trying to be one of those people that says, well, I have gay friends. It's not like that. I mean, some of my closest friends are gay, and they know how I feel about it, but they love me anyway, just like I do them. So I'm not trying to be up on a pedestal or judgmental, any of that. Please don't take it that way. I love everybody, every single person who watches this video. I love you because Christ loved me. He had his entire body whipped front to back until his flesh was hanging off. And then they made him carry his own cross up to Golgotha. And there they stretched out his arms and his feet, nailed a nail through the palm of each hand. Now, some day, I'm not. My illness is really getting to me, so I love you guys. Even the bad, they're not really bad, even the negative toward me comments, I really love to read, because it gives me insight onto the people that are watching my videos. And yes, this is a new channel, and I'm not after subscriptions or any of that. I mean, that would be wonderful, but that's not what I'm after. I just want people to see the message that I have to say, and that is, Jesus Christ loves you. God the Father loves you. The Holy Spirit that dwells in me loves you. So just take a moment to look over your life and decide, because we're out of time. We're not running out of time anymore. We're out of time. Peace, guys. I love you. Bye.